We on. We live. Just so you know.
Live.
We live. Trey, I was trying to do a podcast with you tonight, and then we had somebody just jump in and invade the studio. Some kid was walking down the street, and I picked her up. She's talking about she hungry.
She is a bum.
There you go.
I know you're not.
Well, look, so I know you couldn't hear the intro music, but there was intro music.
Oh, it's okay.
It was
I
actually
post.
Really hype. It was really hype. So,
I post like that.
Yeah, don't touch my dolphin guy. That's bad luck. So Trey, I'm excited tonight. We got somebody in studio that's been trying to get on the podcast because she wanted to run up that fame. Logan Jordan. Are you related to Michael Jordan?
Yes. I play just like him.
I'll let your trainer answer to that. I'm not even going to touch that subject. All right, Trey. So I am excited though to have Logan on the podcast, and we're going to kind of get into it a little bit with her. But before I get started, I always want to ask you guys kind of a silly question. So I'm going to give you a choice.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you for your Mount Rushmore, which means it's how many presidents are on Mount Rushmore?
5.
All right, perfect. No, it's only 4. But I'm going to ask you. You got. I will say it's my fault because I forgot you went to public school.
Wait, no, I went to private school too.
Oh dang. Okay.
She's not a good advocate for any of them.
Wait, who's on it?
To protect the schools that she went to, we're going to leave those out the podcast.
I never learned that actually.
But no. So, anyways, Mount Rushmore's got 4 presidents.
Okay.
So I'm either going to give you. I'm going to ask you to give me the top 4 go-to cartoons when you were little. I know one of them. We talked about that. Or I'm going to ask you for your weird, like, mix of foods that you put together. You know, some people do, like, mayonnaise and bananas. Or,
okay.
and I think that's disgusting. So I'm going to give you a choice.
Who does mayo and bananas?
I know some people do. I know Trey got a weird one, but I can't remember what it is. What is it that you
Can I answer both?
Yeah, you can answer both. Trey, you got something weird that you like that I was kind of shocked that you liked. I can't remember. Oh, you keep the pickles on that Chick-fil-A, don't you?
Extra pickles.
You do pickles on your Chick-fil-A, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, pickles gotta be on the sandwich.
No, it's got to be extra pickles though. It's got to be like 6 or 7 of them on there.
No,
Bubble bass over here.
Number one, no pickles, add cheese. That's the only way to do it.
I've been getting. I normally get number 2, but recently I've been getting number 1.
Yeah, you got to keep out that spicy food. All right, so all right, answer both. So give me the top 4.
You go first, Trey.
No, it's you.
Right.
You're the guest. But go
You
ahead.
the guess, yeah, you the guess. I mean, I can answer mine.
Go
All
ahead.
right, I'm gonna do cartoons because I don't think I really eat anything that's too abstract. I'm gonna do Rocket Power.
What's that?
He's
Whoa,
deep
you
in
don't
his
know
bag.
Rocket Power?
He's deep in his bag right now.
What's wrong with that?
I'm gonna do Rocket Power. I'm gonna go Darkwing Duck. I'm gonna go SpongeBob. And what's another cartoon?
Are these real?
I got to do a classic. Got to go Rugrats.
Okay, I know what that one is.
I'm with you on Rugrats.
There 4 of them.
I did 4. I said Rocket Power, Darkwing Duck,
Rugrats.
and SpongeBob.
Okay, you.
He's got one of y'all's for
All right.
sure.
Mine, can it be like stuff I still watch now? Because like I still watch some of them now.
So you going Rugrats?
No. Probably SpongeBob. I like Gravity Falls. Y'all know what that is. It's pretty good. What else have I watched? A lot.
Gravity Falls a cartoon?
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus. Ooh, I did watch it. I did say Dora earlier.
Dora, yeah.
I did watch Dora when I was little, and Amazing World of Gumball. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good
You
one.
were deep in your Duffy.
I got an honorable mention. The Adventures of Jackie Chan. I think that's what it's called.
Ooh.
Remember Jackie Chan had a cartoon?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And then what's the weird food that you would put together? They should never be together.
I mean, I know a lot of people who do this, but it's like mayo and ketchup mixed together.
I don't know. That's not really weird.
That is weird.
I know a lot of people that do that though, but I just think the pickle on a Chick-fil-A sandwich is
Hold
unacceptable.
on, let me think of one.
That's unacceptable.
Sometimes I like plain chips and like mustard.
Ooh, yeah, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable.
That's real
Sometimes.
salty.
That's Taliban behavior, in my
Bro,
opinion.
what? It's facts. It's good. It's good.
All right, so we're gonna dive in because we ain't got a ton of time. So I want to ask you first and foremost, like I'm sure you played basketball like most kids when you were little. Is there like a certain game or moment or season that you like started playing and you're like, okay, I think this is gonna be what I do. Like I'm gonna focus more on this than like other sports because I'm sure you played other sports coming up, didn't you?
Yeah. I feel like it's always been pretty even between basketball and softball until this year. I quit. I put the softball down this year. I haven't picked it up or nothing. So literally this year that I've focused on basketball. Like I've always focused on it, but I'm focused on it more now.
Is softball that game with the stick?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's what I thought. So you've been doing softball and basketball, but like I'm sure at one time you were playing basketball when you were little and you decided, hey, I'm pretty decent at this. I like it.
Yeah.
Was there a moment or a season or a coach that got you like really into it, or you just enjoyed it?
I'd say like middle school year is when I realized I was like decent at it. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
So you just kept playing.
Yeah, I just kept playing, and I
Okay.
just grew every year.
All right, cool. I mean, I think for some people it's like a certain season it just clicks. Some people take a long time and they just do it because either their parents want them to, or I don't know. I mean, everybody's got a different journey, you know? Now we'll get into like how you came to be with us this year, which is kind of an odd story, but I've been seeing you for a long time. Like I'll see you like at different gyms or whatever, and we always kind of just talked, and it was never like I'm not that deep, but just how was the season going, this and
Right.
that. But I remember a couple times running into you, and you had been injured like for more than 1 year.
Yeah.
So one of the things that we talk about a lot at our program is it's like SAVVY is our acronym, and so simplicity and adversity and da-da-da. Well, I think you faced quite a bit of adversity, playing basketball. And so you want to talk through that journey and kind of like when it happened and how you felt and first and second time that you went through it. You want to kind of give us a little bit of that?
Yeah. I want to say it was like either like towards the end of freshman year or early sophomore year. I was just playing pickup, and then I tore my meniscus, and then got surgery, waited out like a season, like half a season-ish, and then I came back to play. I played like 3 games, and I tore it again in the same spot. And then I did that, and then that was all my sophomore year. I forgot I had fractured the bottom of my heel my freshman year, I think. I forgot to tell you about that injury, but that got me out. I think that was towards the end of my freshman year. And then that all happened my sophomore year, and it took me a while to come back.
Can I ask you about like when you had to, you said it took you a while to come back? Like, was there a question you were going to come back, or were you like, you knew you were coming back, or is there a time that you just said like, hey, I don't know if I want to do this anymore?
No, I knew I was going to come back. I didn't care. I knew I was going to come back and I was going to play again. It was just a matter of how long it was going to take.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
That does make sense. Yeah, I'm sure. And so then you had your heel injury.
That was a
Freshman
quick
year.
recovery. Yeah.
I mean, but still, it's a setback.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
you go into a serious injury, and then you come back from that, right? And then what happened?
After the second time?
No, after the first. So
after the first time. Then like I played on it again, and it was still hurting in the same spot, and like I guess I just didn't like wait long enough. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I was like within the like time frame they told me to wait. But then it just started hurting again, and then I had to go through the whole thing all over again, and it was just like, dang, like it sucked.
Well,
it really did suck.
You had made, I don't want to speak for you, but you had made a decision to actually go to another school to play basketball, right? I mean, the decision was not driven necessarily for academics, but mainly for basketball. So I guess it is kind of tough when you uproot the life that you know, and then you're going into a program to go play basketball, and then that's taken away, and then you're sort of like almost there now, just watching. And so that's gotta be annoying because now you're in a situation where you can't even play the sport that you love.
Yeah, it's annoying, but at the same time, when you're just watching it, you learn a lot from it. like just sitting on the sidelines, you see a lot more than what you would see playing on the court. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, I really do. And the times I ran into you, a couple times you were hurt. And I remember, I don't know if it was, probably it was Trey, I'm sure, that I would call him and I'd say, hey, I ran into Logan. I didn't realize she was hurt. And I knew it had been, I felt like it was almost 2 years of seeing you not being able to play. And I was like, I really feel bad for her because I know that, she's lost some time. And I never really shared that with you. But I think, Trey, I asked you about her a couple times, didn't I? Because you've known Logan for a lot longer than I have. I think you started you met Logan when she was what, in middle school maybe?
A while ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. Did she used to be taller, Trey, or no?
She's still short in my book.
I'm taller than you.
Not on that court.
Not on that
Bruh,
court.
chill.
So anyway, so fast forward, we I don't know how this came up. It was really weird. I didn't coach last year. I was up with FHE for a few years, and then I didn't coach last year, and then this year I took back over Sal Guilford. And it was really, again, a really good opportunity for Trey and I to continue what we were started at FHE. And then I don't know how, Trey, do you remember exactly how it came about that we communicated with Logan? I know she had well, go ahead. You may be able to tell me more about that.
It was Shannon. You remember you came and watched the Saba girls play, and me, you, Shannon, and I think Monet was talking outside of St. Peter's Church, and Shannon told us a little bit about Logan. Well, like he told me some things I didn't know, and then he said like, "Hey, y'all should reach out to Logan and see if she'd be interested." And so then we talked about that then, and then you called me after we got in the car. We talked for a little bit. Next thing you know, next day we're calling Logan to see if she's trying to join in with us.
Yeah. And like Trey and I haven't talked about this, so Trey, if I'm lying, just call me out. It's fine. The podcast is meant to be honest, right? So I remember I called Trey and I said, because I hadn't really watched you play basketball, and
Right.
and I'm gonna say something that sounds a little bit rude, but I saw you play with Lexington. But,
Oh gosh, that was
but
such a bad game.
but I mean, Trey, you know this. When we coach, like if I asked you, obviously, when we go play a team, like we'll remember somebody that, like I don't know, like hey, number two's got potential, but we really don't get too fixated on other players. Like we're coaching our team, we got so many things to look at. We're so invested in every kid that I'm more interested in like how a kid does that needs confidence when they come in, how they did that game. So we're so fixated on our stuff,
Right.
And so like I remember summer league, like we're just going through stuff, and you played, and I saw you. We said hello like we always do. We saw Dearman. We gave her a hug, like the whole thing. But then
Yeah.
when we started playing, like nothing really popped off to me in terms of how you played. And a lot of it, again, is because, whether the system you're in or the situation or circumstance or just us really being focused on our kids. So I didn't come away like thinking, oh man, like if we can get Logan, like I didn't. First thing I told Trey is I said, this is not about basketball for me. I felt for you because I'm like, you started playing basketball, you lost some time, and then I'm like, I would hate to see that kid not be able to finish.
Right.
Is that not what I said to you, Trey? Like, I don't even know if she can play. I mean, I was being honest with you, like, but I said, but I knew you were like a basketball player. I didn't have any questions about that, but it wasn't like I said to Trey, hey, if we can get Logan, we're going to, take that next step. I never said that to you, right, Trey? I mean, honestly, but then when she joined us, I mean, Trey, you could kind of, fill in the gaps or whatever. But when you joined us, you're a lot better basketball player than I thought that you were before I actually got to coach you.
Yeah, I feel like that also came with you based off the other coaches I've been with, you are more lenient in what I can do. Like I've been told not to shoot the ball. I've been told I can only do certain things, and you just give me open room to, I wouldn't say do what I want, but do what I'm capable of, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You just gave me more freedom.
Yeah.
To work with.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I appreciate that. I think Trey, you would probably say the same thing. Like our system is meant to give kids that have high IQ and have basketball acumen to be able to use that and not to hold you back because we feel like we should be holding you back.
Right.
Trey, what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree. Now Logan's finally hitting some shots. That was the number one thing I said about Logan. Whenever callers ask me about you, Logan, is he asked me about, your skills on the court. And I said that she can shoot the ball and she'll play defense. She's a scrappy player. She does all the dirty stuff for us. And you've not only done that for us, but you've also, showcased, as he just said, your IQ.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I would say probably about 80% of our good plays that's happened on offense this season is Logan's had a part in that play.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, when the season started, again, not knowing anything about you,
Hmm.
um, but I didn't even really know you could shoot the ball. Not because, again, not because I just didn't know you as a player. So
Right.
Trey said, "Well, just wait till she starts shooting. She could shoot it." But what stands out to me is that if we had a dog meter, which I think we need to start that, but like if we had, not every kid that plays basketball has a dog. They're not a dog. And I think for you, like when you play the game, you're if there's a 1 through 5, 5 being the biggest or the greatest or whatever, like you're at a 3 or 4 dog. Like, and for us, your imprint started out with just making great facilitating passes, attacking space, kicking it out, like playing great defense. Like defensively, I couldn't keep you off the court. I mean, I think you third sometime maybe the first couple weeks of the season we played one team that had a D1 player, a D1 commit,
Hmm.
and she scores on average
5
18
points.
20. Yeah, well, she scores 18 to 20 a game, is that right? Or maybe more, Trey?
Yeah, I'll probably, yeah, I'd say that range.
To protect the innocent, we're not going to disclose names, but I think you held her to 5 points, and I think, and I think I thought of you more as of a defensive gritty player, which is fine. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think you have to score the basketball to be good at basketball. So, but recently, that other piece is kind of unlocking, and I think that's making you a more well-rounded player for sure. So let me ask you, what does the future of basketball look like for you? If you could script it out, like, I know we might have one more year with
Hmm.
you. Like, what do you want to do with this thing? Like, what can we do for you, and what can Coach Trey? Where's the next element of your game physically on the court? But then even after high school, like, what do you see for you?
Um, I just want to get in the gym, work, and to get to the skill level where I can play in college. Like right now, I need to work on a lot of stuff actually, but I got to do that to get to where I want to be, which is D2 level to start off with.
Okay. What do you think the number one thing? Let me give me two things you want to attack right away that you think are weaknesses in your game.
Ball handling and probably mm, controlling my emotions and ball handling is what I need to work on real bad right now.
Yeah, yeah. I would say again, podcast about being honest and real with you. I think a lot of it is conditioning. I think when you get tired,
Hmm.
your tiredness leads into maybe emotional tiredness too,
Right.
and that leads to maybe like you kind of just.
Yeah.
And so I think if you were in better shape physically,
Hmm.
I think all that stuff will take care of itself because I think your handles are. I don't say nobody's are ever good enough. When you watch Curry step in the gym and he's doing ball handling work, it's like,
Yeah.
I
Mine
mean,
are okay.
they're better than you think they are. I think that with the conditioning piece being there, I think that you have enough skill there where I think you're in good shape. You just got to keep
Yeah.
improving, of course. But I
Right.
think conditioning for me is one of your biggest ones that you could work
Yeah, I
on.
do be getting tired a lot.
You
Um,
don't give into it, but you do. You get tired, and that's when you get
Yeah.
sloppy. Trey,
I
what do
would
you think from your side?
I would say, like, as far as like when it comes to besides like conditioning and like strength, I would say touch. Like especially,
Yeah.
we've been working on that while we've been in the
Yeah.
gym lately, and
Yeah.
we've just been working on getting that touch. Because I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah.
you have really good drives, and then it's coming hard off that backboard. So we get that touch because as you go up in levels. I mean, you've seen it. You played AU basketball.
Yeah.
They get bigger. They get a little more athletic. You got to be able to get that ball off over them and be able to finish with some good touch. So I think if we can, keep doing what you're doing, and fix the touch. Get in better shape. I think you'll be along the path.
yeah, yep. And I think I know kids that are playing that are on a D2 basketball team that you are more productive now than I've seen these kids be in high school. And I don't mean that like it's nobody I know, but we go watch plenty of basketball games at D2, D3 level, like, and we've watched enough to know, like, you're if you want to play college basketball, you will play college basketball. It's a matter of whether, you go to the school that you want to go to, or if you get offers, whatever it is. I think this summer is going to be really important for you, because I think last summer you didn't really have a chance to grow and to train. You're doing great this season, and I think if you have one more off season to train, do a little bit of AAU, and then come into next high school season, I think you're going to be something to be dealt with. I know the league that we're going to be in is going to have a problem, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Trey, do you have any questions for Logan before we sign off?
Yeah. You kind of answered this question a little bit, but I was want to see if you can give me a little more depth on it. So, you played for coaches and systems that, you have 8 plays and, you're kind of just
Mm-hmm.
running those plays throughout the game. How is that transition from going from having a coach call out a play every time down the court to, really the ball is in y'all's court as players that, of course, as coaches, sometimes we see things from the sideline and, we want to see an action ran, but how did it go from being a play based team to an action based team?
At first, it was real different because, like, I wasn't used to it. And so, like, I don't know. I feel like, again, it's a lot more freedom and it's a lot more fun playing like that. And it's a lot easier to play like that because once you do a play and then the play's over and you're stuck, you don't know what to do. But here you just play basketball and it's a lot easier, but it was kind of a hard transition because I'm so used to learning things and like certain like plays and like getting stuck. I wouldn't say I'm like robotic, but I would be like, I don't know. It was like, cause like one of our plays is like we call it out and then like at first I was like, what do I do now? And it's not like it's not a play, it's an action. So you just go, you basically just move. And like it was just took some time to figure out, but at the end of the day, it was like a lot easier than having to learn plays.
When do you think you started to figure it out? Like what made it start clicking?
Mm, I would say once I actually got to play in the game and like figure it out. Like once you play and see that it works, it's gonna work every time. Like no, but you can't stop it. Like there's always gonna be a way out of it. Like, but it took me a game to realize that it works.
That's a good question, Trey. I mean, I think, we're playing a tough team this weekend. We're going to go play Delaney's national team, and I've already told him we're taking the belt. So, he got to be ready to go. We're taking Trey. You're bringing your belt.
Yeah, I'm bringing it. We might get put over the knee.
I'm bringing it for the locker room after the game.
We should just have Trey play with us.
Oh, ooh. Trey, if you're playing, are we in the game?
Oh, we winning it.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to lane it, but bring your shoes. Anyways, actually, Trey always got his shoes. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
But we've lost 2 games. I think maybe 2 or 3. I can't remember.
I think we lost 2.
2 games, and both those games I feel like we could have won if we just hit shots. And now we're trying to dive into the idea of why we're missing shots, because we are missing shots and we're not shooting as well. But I think some of that is the team does go through a lull in shooting. It happens, but also I think that some of the shots that we're taking maybe aren't the best shots too, right? We're kind of getting a little bit lazy. We're getting the first thing we see, we get excited, and for us the first thing was we had to give y'all confidence that we can take those shots when we're open. Now we have to start to get that ball moving with energy, and then like having that one more click, and then so we're gonna fix all that, I promise. But I think that no team that we've played or lost to, including the 2 that we lost to, are teams that I think we can't beat. Like
we can beat them.
We could beat them. So, outside maybe this weekend, this Saturday, where it's going to be a tough matchup for us and we're down 2 starters and whatever it is, we're going to go and take our medicine. I really feel good about this team. And again, sometimes we'll get stuck and it gets a little bit annoying, but I think that's the consequence, Trey, sometimes of if we give them the answers to every test, then they become robots. If they have to figure it out, they'll learn and become efficient and proficient at it. And then when they go play college, they'll know why a coach is calling a play. They'll know what the play is meant to do because they've already ran that action. They just put a name to that action. So, all the stuff we do, Stanford does and everybody else does, but they make it a play versus making it like true reads. And so we're just so reads based.
Yeah.
And you're getting better at it. You really are. So I'm excited. And you've made our team. I told Logan we had lunch today, and I said, some of the toughest games we've had are when Logan has had her tough games. And I don't mean that bad. She kind of took it like, like not, she didn't take it in a bad way, but I wasn't blaming you, but it's pretty cool that you have that type of impact on a team. Like when you play well, we're playing well. And
Yeah.
I know Issa and Courtney and some of these other girls have expressed, what a welcome surprise it was to have you, because we have some great players. It's not like we didn't, but you just kind of came right in, and it really has felt like you've played with us for a long time. And that's just a testament to you just being a basketball player.
Agreed.
I think if you're not a basketball player, you can't thrive in our system.
Agreed. And we see some struggles.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're excited to have you. We love having you. Trey, those were good questions. I'm not sure if you got anything else for Logan. If not, then I try to keep the podcast around 20, but it's been too interesting, so I kept us for about 30. Trey, you got any advice for Logan as she kind of enters this last season?
Nah. Everything I always tell her. I mean, like it's like with Logan, it's just such a comfort level with her because I have known her for so long, and you know, in a sense, it's like me and Logan are cut from the same cloth. That I mean, y'all know my personality, where I'm always talking junk, I'm always playful, and things like that. And from day one of meeting Logan, like we've always kind of just clicked, and we've had that relationship. So if I ever need to say something or anything like that, Logan knows I'm going to tell her, and she'll hear it from me. And so, you know, we'll just keep pushing, we'll keep working, and I'm happy that, as I've told Carlos, I've told everybody, told Shannon that, I'm glad that, now we're really starting to get to see Logan because yeah, the offense is coming along, that shot is coming along. And, it's just been fun to see where you started when I first met you way back when to where you are now. It's fun to see.
Yeah, I agree. I'm grateful God brought us, brought you to us. I think I think we're so excited about the ministry and the opportunity to have to just be an influence on your life, and hopefully, we will be around your life for a long time, and we'll be invited to. Are you gonna be invited to the wedding, Trey?
Yeah, I hope so I can give a toast.
I say the wedding will happen in like 6 years, 5-6 years.
6. Y'all gonna be dating for
6,
that
7.
long? That's crazy.
6, 7.
Brag on. That's why I was gonna say 6 or 7, but I knew y'all was gonna make a joke out of it.
Nah, not me, Trey.
It would have been both of y'all.
If we weren't on a podcast, I would have.
Oh yeah. Well, Trey, I appreciate you jumping on. I know it's late, and I got Logan's got to get to bed. What time's your bedtime? 8:30.
I've been going to bed around 11 recently.
Yeah, this girl, dude, she does get up early though. She's kind of a weird kid. Like teenagers sleep in. I mean, she's up by like 7. I don't even know what she's doing.
I just wake up naturally.
She's like Benjamin Button.
Who's that?
Whoa.
No, like seriously.
You got 2 things to Google tonight: the presidents on Mount Rushmore, and who
Is one of
Benjamin
them
Button is.
George Washington?
Correct.
Is that right? Can I try to guess them?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, Washington.
Yep.
No, that one's wrong. I'm trying to think of like old ones. Is Lincoln on there? Is he? Okay, hold on.
Honestly, I can't even remember who's on there. I know Washington was on there.
Roosevelt, or is he too young?
Yeah, Roosevelt.
Is he really? No, he's too young, or he's too like down the line. Hold on.
To protect any job opportunities you have in the future, I may have to edit this piece out.
No, keep it in. Keep it in. Keep it in. This is what schools really, they don't teach nothing no more. Like, I'm being serious.
Shout out to Wesleyan.
She's gonna be the personality hire.
Wait, hang on. What's the other two start with?
Shout out Lexington.
What's the other two start with?
Central in the house.
What's the other two start with? I'm trying to figure it out.
Nah, you're done. You
Hold
tell
on,
us.
I'm finna look it up.
Yeah, she's looking it up, Trey. All right, why don't you tell us while we sign off, Trey? We do have to do more podcasts. That's why we stayed in so long. I still got to get Issa. She wants to come on the podcast. We got to get Layla. So we got to start booking some podcasts. I know the season gets tough and busy. Recap. I think we're 18-2 right now. Midseason update. We lost to Crescent, and we've lost to Forsyth Country Day, I think, in overtime. And then we've had a few wins. I think some good stable wins. I think we beat that team out of Richmond, TPLA, I think. TPLS, yep. And I think they were a good little squad. And so we've had some good wins. And so now we run into the month where we have 4 games coming up. This should be pretty tough. And then we're going off to nationals. And I am going to do some stuff on the road. We'll take mics and stuff with us, and we'll do some stuff out when we're at the cabin at nationals and stuff.
Roosevelt was one.
I told you it was, and you said what?
You started laughing like I was wrong.
Go ahead, Roosevelt.
Oh, it's because you.
I would have never got Jefferson. I know he's on the $20 bill though, right?
Yeah. Is Franklin on there? Benjamin Franklin?
He's on the 100.
Yeah. Is he on the mountain?
No. And he wasn't a president. I know that. Don't make that face because I know I'm right about that.
Hey, look, Logan, we
That
love
was
you.
just a little surprise.
Even though you failed school. But yeah.
I didn't fail. I only failed one class in my whole entire life, and it was an AP class.
That's one too many.
The AP language is so hard.
Hey, is she passing the Trey basketball school class?
Yes.
Nah, we see what happens every day at practice when I join in.
That's because nobody else wants to guard you, and they make me do it.
Actually, if you knew Logan 2 weeks ago, her hair was actually colored pink, and then Trey roasted her down the lane and it just went black right on the spot. It just went black.
I burnt her.
Her hair just changed colors on the spot. All right, hey, look, we signing off, Logan.
Love y'all. You gotta do the heart.
Oh yeah. Somebody gotta get your child. Logan gotta go home. You guys gotta come get your child. All right, love you, Trey. See you, bro.
See y'all.